coming out here after 30 years, yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Welcome back, man. I hope y'all stay tuned in, man, for this part 3 conclusion of Kitchen Man, my celly. You know, woo, what y'all think happened, man? You wouldn't be able to guess, because I couldn't guess. But the next day, man, the shift changed. She come back to work. The officer that wrote him the charge, that shift is back on early in the morning. So we go to breakfast and everything, our regular routine. We come back. You know, like I say, Kitchen Man ain't got no job no more now, but he still stays out of the cell all the time. So it's cool. Whenever it's wrecked, he's out the cell. So it's morning time, it's after breakfast and everything, so I'm getting ready to clean up the cell. You know, we got to manually clean up in there. You got to get down on your knees, get dirty, man, with a rag and wash the floor and all of that and the walls and stuff. So I'm getting ready to do all of that to get the cell, you know, keep the cell in compliance and nice and neat. And he's going out in the park. So he goes out and I'm up in there doing that, and I'm in there doing it for maybe about 5-10 minutes, and the door popped back open and he come in. So I'm like, what's up? You gotta use the bathroom or something? He was like, nah, I just gotta get a cigarette. I'm like, man, I could have handed you a cigarette through the door, man. You see me cleaning up and stuff, dog. What's up? He's like, yeah, I know, I got it. So we go up there and get his little cigarette. He got roll-ups. He rolled to make his own cigarette, right? So he get the cigarette, he making his own cigarette, he's standing over by the toilet, so the tobacco will fall in the toilet if anyone wastes. So I'm sitting up here waiting for him. I'm looking at him like, for real? You know, so he rolled his cigarette up, right? Then he light the cigarette and started smoking the cigarette. So he's just sitting there puffing. So I'm looking at him like, bro, can't you see me cleaning up? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to go. Hold up. I just wanted to get a couple of hits. So he hit the cigarette a couple more times, pluck the joint in the toilet, flush the toilet, go out, get the door closed. When he get the door closed, I go back to cleaning up. I'm like, you know, he gone, you know, but like I say, I deal with him, you know. Man, I'm in the cell it's probably about 10 more minutes pass by, right? And the next thing you know, I heard a big ruckus. Feet scratching, skirt. When you hear all of that, that's prison sound. You know something going on. Somebody getting busy, somebody fighting, something going on. It's just something just jumping. Your ears is trained to that. It's in tune to that when you've been locked up long as I have. So I'm on the floor, so I automatically get up. Then I heard keys in the doors, and I heard polices and radios. By the time I get to the door, I see police come running in everywhere. Dudes is scattering everywhere. I'm like, what in the hell going on? So they said, go to your cell, everybody, lock up right now, get to your cell. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm nervous, you know, I'm sitting here, like I say, I'm riding dirty. I don't know if it's a shakedown coming or what. I got Contraband in here like I don't know what, man. I got the phone in here, man. They find that phone, the game over. You know, whole compound going on lock, and it's all gonna be on me. All eyes on me like Tupac. I got, you know, knife in there. I gotta protect myself. I got cash money. I'm dirty. I'm filthy. So I'm scared is all outdoors. So everybody had to lock up. So I see dudes going to their cell. So one dude is going by my cell, and he's going, he sleep next to me. So I'm in the joint, I'm looking for my celly, and I'm looking right here, I don't see him. So I'm at the door like, what's going on, man? What's going on? So the dude is going next door to me. He stopped by my cell. He said, man, yo, celly, man. I said, my celly, what? He said, man, yo, celly walked up to the Hillard, man, and tapped her on the shoulder. She turned around, he punched her in the face, man. I said, what? Man, I'm in shock, man. I'm like, Kitchen Man? He said, yeah, man, he punched in the face, man. I'm like, oh my God, man. So now I'm really terrified because it's him, it's my celly there's all this drama about. So the police definitely coming to my cell. Now how they coming, I don't know, but I know they coming. So I gotta get myself cleaned up. I gotta get this stuff put away. I gotta get this stuff here. Now, I gotta hide place this out of this world. You know, that's why I wanted this sale. I gotta hide places out of this world. I mean, it's gonna take Sherlock Holmes to find this stuff, man, for real. But I got to get it in the spot, and I got to watch the door at the same time. I don't know if the police coming straight to my cell. I'm just under pressure, right? So I'm trying to hide this stuff where it's supposed to be hid, and I'm trying to watch the door at the same time. So it's crazy, man. I'm just in a panic, and I'm like, and things is running through my head, like, what in the hell was wrong with him? So man, I'm going through all of this. I'm nervous, purposes, I don't know what. So I ended up getting my stuff here where it's supposed to be. Jet back up to the door. I get up to the door. I'm looking out here. I'm trying to see what's going on. Most everybody gone, but it's like flooded with police in here. Police is everywhere. So I'm like, man, what in the heck is going on? So then the dude next door, he started talking to me, telling me what was going on. He was like, man, I said, man, yo, what happened, man? He said, man, yo, Sally walked up to Hillary while she was at the booth, tapped her on her shoulder, and when she turned around, he said, didn't I tell you? Bop, and punched her in the face. I said, what? He said, yeah, man. He said she fell back against the joint and pulled her ink pen out and say, hit me again, hit me again. And she had a little nose or something was bleeding, and she had the ink pen in her hand and said, come on, hit me again. And he said, man, yo, Sally just looked at her, man, and waved his hand all to her and walked over and asked the dude for a cigarette. I say, man, are you kidding me? He said, hell yeah. He said, then the side door came open, and this other dude named Solo, he said he see her, he tried to pull her out the booth. No, come on, Miss Hiller, get out here, come on, get out. And say she turned around on him with the ink pen, like, get your hand off me, don't touch me. And he was trying to help her, trying to be Captain Save a CO, and end up costing them too, because he got locked up for putting his hands on the officer. Even though he trying to help her, he get locked up for putting his hands on the officer. See what I'm saying? So it don't pay to be nice in prison neither, because like I say, man, you the enemy. You know what I'm saying? If they got that different uniform on, trust and believe you the enemy. And especially when something like that going down, yeah, so he ended up getting locked up himself, and he had an assault charge on her for just trying to help her and save her. But he should have minded his business. You know what I'm saying? Then he ended up getting a bad reputation for that too, because you'll get that as well. Oh, he tried to help the police. So he just messed his whole situation up all the way around the board. You got locked up, you got a charge, you know what I'm saying, for assault, and then you just put a stain on your reputation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, they say, man, that that's what he did, man. And they say when the police came running in there, they pointed him out, man. They said they ran over there, which is what they gonna do. Get down, beat them all up, was dragging them all out there, hog tied them, took them out there. Like I told you, Kitchen Man ain't built like that, man. He tall and skinny, as frail as I don't know what. You know, his biceps probably about the size of my wrist. So he ain't built for that pressure, but they said they put a decent beating on him and took him on back in the back, and I'm quite sure when he got back there, he got some more whoopings, because that's what they gonna do to you. You know, if you put your hand on the officer, they gonna beat you. When they get a chance and get the cameras out the way, they gonna whoop you. You know what I'm saying? And if you put your hand on a female officer, they gonna whoop you even that much worse. And they gonna lie about it. They gonna say they didn't do it. They gonna say you was resisting. They gonna say you was fighting back. They gonna come up with all types of excuses why you got this knots on you, or broken bones, or missing teeth, or whatever the case may be. But I know he got messed up real bad. I found out later on when I tell y'all in the story, but I know they whooped him on his way out as well. But eyes on him then, so the whooping is gonna be minimal when the eyes on you. But it's when the eyes can't see you is when you're gonna take that brutal beating. But yeah, they dragged him out there, man. So needless to say, I'm up in that cell still like super paranoid, super scared, because like I say, I got stuff in there, man, and I know they coming, and like I say, the chances of them finding it is slim to none. But I don't know how they coming at me, because they act foolish. You know, that's just a part of the prison too. They act stupid. You know what I'm saying? When something like that happened, then they all of a sudden they got authority complex. They trying to be Superman. They trying to be tough guys and all this and all that. Now I ain't trying to go for all of that, because you know I'm still me, and I ain't gonna let you do anything to me. You know, that's part of my manhood. You gonna treat me like a man. I'm gonna demand that you treat me like a man. And, you know, and whatever. If you don't want to do it, then we gonna do whatever else we got to do. So, sure enough, man, here they come. They come up to my cell, man, and they run up in there and they call me. They say, "Come to the door." I said, "What's up?" They said, "You selling stuff in here? Where you selling stuff at? Packing stuff up." I said, yeah, his stuff already packed up, because he ain't had nothing. And I knew the count. I know he going to jail. So I said, yeah, there goes his stuff. I got his stuff already right here. He said, oh, you got his stuff already packed? Oh, you knew what he was going to do? I said, man, get over it, man. Nah, I don't know what he going to do, and I don't know what he did. You know, I don't know nothing. I'm just telling you that's his stuff right there. They said, oh, you getting smart? I said, man, listen, I ain't trying to hurt none of that. None of that. Do you want his stuff or not? Yeah, well, put it to the door. Back up, get back up to the bunk. So I bag up, they open the door, they grab his stuff and everything, right? Take it on out. Like I say, already they pushing something at me as if I had something to do with the situation. You know, obviously I'm in my cell. Obviously I ain't had nothing to do with the situation. So I don't know what the attitude is about. But this is how they treat. You know, this is how they coming at. So they leave. I'm still kind of like on high alert, because they still could come back and want to shake the cell down to look for whatever. Nothing could be in there, but they still might want to look, because they want to act like they doing something that's really, you know, investigative or you know, whatever they want to call it, doing their due diligence. But whatever happened, and that's that. You got the culprit, you got her saying who did what to her, and that's it. What else is you looking for? But that's how they be doing. So they didn't come back that day at all, but we on lockdown. They done locked the whole block down. Ain't nobody in that block moving at all. We is officially on lockdown because they doing investigation, because the officer got beat up, female officer dead, and they want to find out, get to the bottom of it. How you gonna do that? I don't know, but that's their excuses for having us locked down. Oh man, lo and behold, the next day, I was nervous all night, needless to say, y'all. But lo and behold, the next day, I heard noise out in the block. They make noise when the police come on the floor. And if it's big people come on the floor, the warden, the major, somebody like that, they make a different noise. So I heard that noise. So I jump up automatically and I go to the door. I look out. I see the warden, the major, the lieutenant, sergeant, a couple of officers walking around in the pod. Ain't nobody out there because we all locked behind the door. So they going from cell to cell, looking in cells and talking, walking and talking slow, like they surveying animals in a zoo. That's what it feels like too. It feels exactly like that. So I'm on the top tier. So they going around the bottom real slow, walking and talking. And they get coming up the stairs, coming around the sides, the top tier. So when they come around the top, they get into my cell. I can hear them because I'm in the door, and I can hear them talking before they get there. So I heard the warden, which is a female at the time, I heard her say, what cell was he in? So they called my cell out, and they coming up on it, right? So who was his cellie? I heard him say my name before they even get to my cell. So I back up away from the door as if I won't, you know, ear hustling, which I was. And when they get to my cell, they tap on the door. Come up front. I said, what's up? He said, is your cellie the one that got locked up yesterday? I said, yeah. They said, do you know what happened? I said, I know as much about it as you do, you know. Well, she said, well, I need to find out why an inmate would attack my officer, let alone a female officer. I said, well, your guess is good as mine. I don't know what happened. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's not my business, you know. She said, well, he was your cell partner. I said, well, that's all he was. He just was my cell partner, you know. She said, well, I'm gonna lock you up. I said, lock me up for what? She said, I'm gonna lock you up for investigation. I said, investigation for what? I'm trying to be calm, but I want to explode. She said, because I need to get to the bottom of why somebody would assault my officer, a female officer. And I need to get to the bottom of it. And you was his cell partner, so I need to know if you had anything to do with it. And I need to have you under investigation until I can find out exactly what was going on. I said, how could I possibly have something to do with it when I wasn't even out of the block? I didn't see what happened. I don't know what happened. Haven't been out my cell before it happened or since, you know. So what could I possibly have to do with it? I said, did the female officer say I had anything to do with it? She said, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to discuss nothing with you. We will let the investigation, you know, determine what happens. If you didn't have nothing to do with it, then you will be released. But until then, you're going to jail for investigation, so I suggest you pack your stuff. Now, these are the type of moments in prison where you have to use common sense over emotions, because my emotions wanted to cuss her out, scream, you know, obscenities and everything, because I don't feel like I know I'm being done wrong, but I'm in a no-win situation. It ain't nothing I can do. Whatever she say is law. If she say I'm going to jail, I'm going to jail. So me cussing her out ain't gonna behoove me none, because I'm going to jail. Now I can go to jail under investigation, like she said, or I can cuss her out and go to jail under charges, because she gonna get me charged for cussing her out. She might say I threatened her, so on and so forth. So these are the positions that you in when you incarcerated, man. They will drag you and you can do nothing about it, man. So pay attention, young fellas, before you put yourself in this position. Because, man, you have absolutely no say and no control in there when they doing what they want to do to you, bro. And I just had to roll with it. Now I'm in a dilemma, because I got to pack up and leave, and I got all this contraband in here that cannot go with me. And, man, I'm just mind-boggled, man, on how I got myself in this position, trying to help somebody, trying to look out for somebody. Now, I'm in a world of trouble and in a conundrum, because I'm going to jail, and I got to leave this stuff over here. I got, like I say, I got money, I got my protection, I got the phone, and the phone is just a huge commodity, and I got to leave this, because I can't take it with me. It's impossible. If you try to take it with you, you a fool, because you're going to get caught with it, and then that's the ball game. That's something you ain't coming out of jail for. You going to stay back there till you go through the charge or whatever, then they going to ship you, get transferred, you can go through an undetermined amount of stuff. I can tell y'all about the phone situation another day. Those phones ain't nothing to play with in penitentiary. You may have a lot of fun with it, but when you get caught, man, you'll be asking yourself, was it worth it? Because they going to drag you, and I mean drag you. And I've been dragged, trust me, messing with them phones. But, yeah, man, so now I'm stuck. What can I do? You know, so my only recourse is to try to holler at my family and let them know, look, I'm getting locked up. You're going to have to try to get over here and get this stuff, man. But now you're in all types of predicament, because I don't know if, first of all, when I go to jail, I know I ain't did nothing. Hopefully, it'll all work out in my favor, but it don't have to work out in your favor, because you could be right and they're going to make you wrong in there. First of all, you need to know that. So I'm saying, even if it do work out and I get out of jail in a couple of days, a week, or whatever, they may not even put me back over here. They may put me somewhere else. And it's a 3-institution prison. So I may be all the way on the other side and can't get over here to retrieve my property, to retrieve this phone. Ain't like you could just get a phone. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got something that's, you know, a commodity, a rare commodity. So my focus is to try to get that back if I possibly can. Am I going to be able to retrieve it? So now I got to ask myself all these questions. Am I going to be able to get back over here? Am I going to be able to get it? Is my people going to be able to get it when I'm gone? So it just put me in a heck of a predicament, man. So sure as I don't know what, man, they come lock me up. I try to get word to them to get it. It's going to be hard, though, because when they do let them off lock, someone else might already be in the cell. Now, it's very unlikely that they're going to find it, because like I told you, the hiding spot is some Sherlock Holmes stuff. So, very unlikely, but it's possible. Anything is possible. But then even if they in there, then my people got to be able to say, look, let me get in your cell, try to get something out here. You know, dude might say, what you want to get? You know, so it's just tricky. And I'm in the trick bag now for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So they lock me up. They take me back there, going through all this fakeness, this hoopla about nothing. They end up locking another dude up in the block as well. So what they try to turn around and say that me and him getting locked up on the investigation because we supposed to be the two dudes that's running the block. And then coincidentally, Kitchen Man is my cellie. So this warrants an investigation. So he pissed off like I don't know what, because he getting locked up out of his comfort zone for no fault of his own. And I'm pissed off, I'm getting locked up too for no fault of my own. But then he kind of like salted with me because he acting like, well, it's your cell partner did it, you know. And man, you know, so it's just man, the dynamics in prison is off the chain, man. You know, it's just crazy the things that people go through in there. The small things that can create tension, the small things that can create beefs. You know, that, you know, put friction between me and him for no reason. This is some third party, fourth party stuff, but he gonna have a little tool with me because this is my cellie. Like I could control my cellie, you know. Crazy, but this is how things go in prison, which can turn deadly at any time, you know. So anyway, man, I'm back there, man, and then, man, you get to go to a hearing so they can determine whether or not it's enough information to keep you back there, whether you should be given a charge or whatever, or whether you should just remain under investigation until they come to a conclusion. So I go, they tell me remain under investigation till they can come to a conclusion. So I go back. And then they got to bring me paperwork to sign that says that, you know, you back here under segregation, investigation until, you know, pending the outcome of the investigation. So the dude bring me the paper to sign. Now, lo and behold, they beat Kitchen Man up real bad when he got back there. And I'm quite sure they try to put pressure on him and try to do this, that, and the third, but it don't excuse what I'm getting ready to tell you. Blew my mind. So the dude brought me the paperwork. He said, man, come to the bars, man, sign this paperwork. So I get the paperwork, I get ready to sign it, right? When I look at it, it got his name on it, my cell partners. So I know it ain't my paperwork. So I tell the CO, I said, man, the same ass, man. He said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. He said, read it and see. He trying to tell me to read it. So I said, huh? So I read it. Whew, this would say no good deed goes unpunished. Don't y'all know the Kitchen Man, they didn't beat this man or whatever, which like I say, no excuse, or did whatever they did to him, asked him why he did what he did. Instead of telling him that the lady was pressing him and arguing with him and writing charges on him every week, he tells the people, because he claimed they asked him. Later, I heard, but claimed they asked him, did I put him up to doing that? And he tells the people, yeah, I put him up to doing it because I didn't like her and I didn't want her on the block no more. So I put him up to doing that, what he did. Can you believe that? I put him up to go punch a CO in the face, a female CO. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I'm reading it, I can't believe what I'm reading. But that just goes to show you never know who you dealing with when you know, in the midst of somebody. I wouldn't have thought he would have did that, let alone did what he did to him. But that's why you never know people. That man actually made a statement and said that I put him up to doing that because I didn't want her in the block, as well as the other dude that was locked up. Because they had to ask him because they really wanted to get rid of me and him, the administration, for whatever reasons. But he said, yeah, we put him up, but I was the main one because I was his son. Man, I said, man, if this ain't a bunch of foolishness. So I gave the paperwork back to dude. I said, yeah, I read it, it ain't mine. He said, okay. And he take it and leave. He said, I'll bring you yours back in a minute, and bought me mine, I end up signing. But that's how I found out the kitchen man, you know, low-key jab, try to put the weight on me, you know, try to, you know, shift it all on me. But you know, God is good all the time, and you know, it won't no evidence or no proof to that. And they got my institutional record. They know good and well I'm not gonna do nothing like that. If I got a problem, I'm gonna handle myself, and I'm definitely not gonna put my hands on no woman. So they know this not to be true. But I still end up staying back there, y'all, for a month and a half. A month and a half for nothing. Then when I get back out, I'm on the other side of the yard. So now I'm on the whole other side of the yard, trying to figure out now, how am I gonna get this phone back? You know, the money and everything else, how can I get this phone? And my people had the phone. So the only way to get the phone was out of unit movement. And this is when we had like classes. If you had a special class and you get to twice a day, they got out of unit movement where you go from one institution to the other. They got all these police out there standing watching while you walk across the street, but it's still caged in. You can't like take off running there. But you go from one institution to the other, and it's called out of unit movement. But if you get caught going out of unit movement and you don't supposed to, if you're not scheduled for a class and thing, them people will actually give you a attempted escape charge. So, this tell you how important the phone was at the time, man, because I was willing to take that chance because I was trying to get that phone, man. Yeah, I was living foolish and stupid. I was not making good decisions, you know, at this time. So, I got my people telling me, we done came up with a plan where they call out of unit movement. You come like you get ready to come to a class over here. I'm going to come like I'm getting ready to come to a class over here. When we see each other, we make the exchange, and then we turn around and act like we forgot something. And we got to do this quick. We got to be able to make this jump off without a hitch, because if not, it don't work right. We caught, we late, you know. And I'm really late because I'm going to have a phone on. Man, like I said, fortunately it worked, man. We pulled it off. I got the phone back, man. I got on back where I was supposed to be. I was happy as a pig in slop, you know. And it was just an experience that I went through that I was able to come out of, man. But these are some of the things that you go through when you're in prison, man. I know it's a lot, man, but this is just days. Now, just imagine these is years and years and decades of foolishness like this that I have encountered and went through with different cell partners. All of this was over Kitchen Man's actions, my cell partner's actions. But your cell partner, you gonna bear the burdens of his actions as well. Believe that. One way or another, either with the inmates, the convicts, or the administration. So you always got to have somebody in that cell that you kind of like see eye to eye with, that you kind of like got to understand with. Because like I say, you don't never know what he gonna get into, and you don't never know what he gonna get you into. But hopefully, man, y'all enjoyed this story, man, about old Kitchen Man. Shout out to you, man. I hold no grudges, man, but I hope you're doing well. I hope you all right, man. But you got me that time. You got me real good, man. But you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. But man, like I say, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is, man, that I didn't really get no charge. I didn't get, you know, no street charge or nothing like that for some foolishness that I didn't do. You know, Kitchen Man ended up getting a street charge, assault and battery on her. So I didn't get in that situation, and it was always a lesson learned in these situations. I learned just to be more careful, to put myself in better situations, to make better decisions. Man, I knew I should have stopped messing with that phone then, you know, but I didn't. It took me a lot more time to learn that. I had to learn the hard way, you know. I'll tell y'all about that one day. But, you know, you grow from these things if you lucky. You grow from these situations, man. But it made me realize, like I say, man, when you're in prison, you have no control. None. People control your life, your actions, and everything you do. And they dictate your life. They dictate your life. So you want to have control of your life, you got to remain free, bro. You got to remain free. Don't let them people trap you up, man, and run your life. Because everything that you got a problem with out here on the street, you're going to have a problem with in there in prison. Times 10. And the only thing about it is you ain't going to be able to make the decisions about how you deal with it in there yourself. People are going to make those decisions for you. Out here, at least you got the opportunity to make the decisions yourself. So, man, value that freedom, man, and keep it as long as possible, forever, if possible. In the meantime, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. I'll catch you the next time, man, on my Cellmate edition, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the unbelievable. Peace out.
The bacon special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.